Oh, maybe I shouldn't show it. An illegal
And I'm
fish.
saying hi to your fish.
Oh, it's an illegal fish container. I forgot about that part, but I keep my head over here.
Okay, you know we're live now, right?
Yeah, alright. Oh, shit. Hopefully BU Housing never sees this.
Hopefully.
Or my RA. Alright. Okay, so what are we talking about tonight?
We are discussing being students and aspiring entrepreneurs in a startup community.
Yeah.
Like in Boston or outside.
I mean, that was the first thing that Dio told me, is that we're basically on the same league as the Ivies when it comes to picking us for startup. There's something about BU that puts us at the top list of schools you need to go to if you're starting up something socially, which I think is really, really interesting.
Well, I think a lot of it is just the comm program. It's like number 3 in the country, and also just like the location. I think is the most pivotal. Like I was telling you earlier, like why I came to BU, because Boston. It's like number 3 in like innovation and in startup culture, like in the country. Which basically means like almost like the world, you know.
I think it's more than
BU
that.
is just so diverse.
Yeah, but I also think it's more than that too, because I mean, when I talked to Dio about getting started at BU, he didn't say, "Oh, it's because you're so well known." It somehow we're just well known. I mean, we had the most requests to get Nyoombl started here at BU, more than any other college. Somehow we have a lot of people who are really in on all the new things coming up in this world and eager to start in on it, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. I think I'm getting more messages on this thing, but it's from Facebook, which is really got me. Okay.
Oh, it's just like it.
Wait.
Your cousin from Honduras.
Well, now it makes sense. So wait, what was the question?
No, it was just another comment about. I mean, we had the most requests of any other college to get it started at BU to be someone who, I mean, at our school. Something about us were the most on top of all the new innovations and inventions coming into the social network.
Well, yeah, I know. Like, I mean, a lot of it is, I think, you know, Dean Elmore. He's basically like a celebrity among deans.
Awesome. He is.
He has so much street cred, not only in Boston but outside of it. Like Boston Tweet is like biffles with him. The scavenger guys like love him. Like I was, I think it was last year or the year before. I was in a scavenger initiative with a bunch of other people, like against other schools, competing and like checking in and doing challenges and stuff. And it was all like through the dean of students office and stuff. Like he's a few years ago, he gave a talk, basically saying, I don't really understand this whole social media thing, but I know it's big and the students love it, so we got to get on this ASAP. Like to a whole bunch of deans. And I thought it was kind of crazy, but I mean he's right. Like Boston Innovation did like an article on him like a month or two ago. He's been written about so many times. He's a really chill guy.
And he's also really open to new ideas as well. I mean, I remember when Occupy Boston was first just getting started. He was the one. Have you ever been to Coffee and Convo?
I have not, but I should.
Oh, I'm
be.
dragging you to one of them next time. It's happening. But anyways, my point is I will. Okay, but anyway, my point was that like the Occupy people asked him if we could have a topic for that day to be on Occupy Boston, and afterwards he encouraged everybody to go to the march and then to go check it out, and he really expected all of us to go see what it was about, and he was really enthusiastic about it. I mean, then again, also, even the Occupy people have a great respect for him, even though he is, elite, basically. Remember when they were occupying Marsh Plaza?
Yeah, my apartment's right in front of Marsh Plaza, so I saw.
Yeah, he was the one who got them to leave. The police didn't work, but an appeal from Dean Elmore definitely did.
Yeah, he's very chill. But I like back to the original point. I really think he's, as in terms like the resources that BU has, I think he's definitely up there. Not only him, like a lot of people that he surrounds himself with are just as social and as approachable. He's also like basically like my boss that I see pretty regularly. So.
Oh really? What, big part of the student activities office, or is that something else?
Yeah, well, the student activities office is basically under the dean of students umbrella. and because like our information desk is on the second floor of the GSU, the Dean Elmore and John Bettolino and like and Dan Solworth and all those guys walk around and say hi every day, like really chill. Darren Luca, like they're all really nice and friendly, and so you get to know them pretty fast.
I think I know Dean Elmore more than I know my old high school principal or principal from any other level of education when I think about it. Definitely more personable.
I used to hate administration coming from high school because I used to get in a lot of trouble. So all my administrative.
What were you doing?
It was just like you need 30 merits to get expelled. I had 27 when I graduated, but it wasn't like I was a bad kid. It was just like
you were a motormouth who asked a lot of questions.
Yeah, like I'm a comedian, right? Like I get bored and I just say things that may or may not be appropriate, but they're usually pretty funny. So the students liked it, but the administrators didn't, and I got in a lot of trouble for a lot of little things. Wow, a 7-minute conversation goes by so fast.
Wow, you're right. I didn't even notice. That is really cool,
Just countdown things. Freaking me out. Okay, we got to do closing remarks. I don't think we ever solved that.
Closing argument. Round two.
First question. Okay, you go first. I've been talking.
All right. I'm out of questions. Come on. What do you feel? I mean, you're in the school management, aren't you? So, I mean, do you think they do a good job of fostering entrepreneurial sort of ideals and getting out there, that sort of thing?
Well, okay, I have 10 seconds to answer this. Yes and no. Like, through, like, the core program and stuff, like, that's basically teaching you how to be an entrepreneur. But a lot of the ways they do it, which I understand, are a lot more structured than entrepreneurship life.